What is going on? Yes, the lads. What are we thinking about the outfit? I think I'm a gingerbread man with a Christmas hat on. What is going on? Welcome to the day 1 of 12. Sorare Christmas calendar streaming situation. I don't know what we're going to call it, but what is going on? We've already got our first positive outlook on the outfit. Thank you, Motordays. I appreciate that. But yeah, first day. And we're kicking things off quite heavily, as far as Sorare content creators go. This is somebody that, I've done quite a few things with in real life, which is kind of wild. Probably more things in real life, even though that's quite limited in what we've done compared to like online, which is kind of weird actually. But yeah, it should be a fun one. Any guesses in the chat? I'll let you know if you've got it right or not. But just going through all the chat, lads. Appreciate you, Drake, Simon, Rui, Tom. What's going on, lads? What is going on? Tobias says, brilliant. Love it. Absolutely love it. Outfit has fulfilled all expectations. Absolutely love it. Yeah, what's going on with this mic stuff? Quinny's mic was cutting out yesterday, and I don't know. That's weird. Thank you, Just Mike It. Sorry, I'm just catching up with all the chat. But yeah, we've got a really fun special guest on today. Like I said, somebody that I haven't really done like a one-to-one bit of content with before. So I really wanted to get him on today and kick things off for the 12 days of Christmas. We've got a load of giveaways to do at the end of the stream as well. I'm just looking at my notes here. So we've got a 1-month Predictify membership to give out. We've got multiple Sorare cards. And if anyone wants a 72-hour Sorare data membership trial, just let me know at the end and we can go through that. Gunda one. Do I wish he was Gunda one? No, I prefer to be speaking to the guy I'm speaking to today, honestly. Is it Grimaldo? Expectations are far too high, lads. Sort it out. Right. Maybe plug them. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the mic. Right, I've just plugged it out. Let me have a look. Yeah, it's really weird. Let me know what it sounds like now. But that Quinny's was doing the same yesterday, wasn't it? Is it the Grinch? He could be the Sorare Grinch. I'm only joking. It is the one and only. It's Haber.
It is the champion of Premier League in season D1 and Premier League Classic D2.
Mate, you're coming with receipts. I don't mind it. What's going on, mate?
Hi, guys. Hello. I wasn't wearing this before, and then I had to show off my Christmas jumper because Harry's so festive today that I had to one-up him with a 99 treble winning Man United Christmas jumper.
Mate, I think there's quite a few United fans, just because a lot of them are my members, and I know they're United fans. They're gonna love that. So
I love it. It's so comfy as well.
It honestly, looks beautiful. Yeah, I love it.
Best investment I've ever made.
How apart much from Joshua was that?
Kimmich Rare.
How much was that jumper?
A lot less than Joshua Kimmich Rare. This was about 25 quid.
Oh, that's great value for money. Yeah.
Yep, it's got a little zipper and everything. Look. Show a bit of cleavage.
Yeah, I don't mind that. A little bit of it looks quite thick as well. Not like too thick, but thick enough to where it's warm.
I could wear this outside.
Easily. Well, you might get stabbed, but
it is England.
It depends where. It depends what part of the country, mate.
Honestly, it probably doesn't. It's England. Probably
true. Yeah, everybody hates United at this point. No, mate. Appreciate you coming on. You were the first I asked to come on and do this Friday when I did mention we've got another special guest for next week. And yeah, no, I'm really excited for the next 12 days. I've never streamed for this long in a row. I'm sure you've done multiple of these over the last 10 years of you existing on this earth. So have I got anything to worry about? Streaming for 12 days? Not that I'm doing it for 8 hours a day. I'm not Nep.
What you got to worry about?
There's not going to be a burnout, is there?
No, you should be fine. For 12 days, you should be all right. Just as long as you wrap up warm and get cozy, you should be okay, I think.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know about talking about Sorare for 12 days straight, though. You might be going crazy by the end of it.
Good point. Well,
you might end up with a Michelin collection by the end of it.
Oh, mate, don't. If they weren't out of season, I might have. But a couple of the days, I'm doing watch along. So I am watching the United derby on one of them. So if you're around, you might fancy it. I don't know what day it is. Saturday or Sunday, something like
Sunday,
that.
Yeah, no, Sunday not.
That's all good, mate. So yeah, there's a couple of mix-ups in there. They're not just strictly Sorare, content bits, but no, I think I could do 12 days of Sorare if I needed to. I'm just catching up with the chat again. Tom says hello, Haber. Of course, this is the most Mikey Baston comment there ever was. PSU love Charles. Andrew Laird, what's going on, mate? Paul's going to catch us after the gym. Enjoy the gym, mate. But yeah, Haber, thoughts and feelings right now. Then on, we'll kick it off. Story base. We can move into life and anything that we want to share. But what's your thoughts right now? And I've seen you speak on Laird stream and stuff. Really enjoyed it and whatever. But yeah, what's in the pipeline for you? Because I heard you sneaking in the I miss All-Star talk. Like, is there anything that's on the horizon for your gallery outside of Prem or no?
Yeah, I think when MLS comes back, I love the MLS over the summer. MLS over the summer when there's no other comps, bar just like South America, is like peak Sorare. Challenger is just like dominated by Carlos Heel, Kai Wagner. The vibes are immaculate. I love that. Yeah. So I will definitely delve into MLS. Probably around, I say like March time. Give me a little bit of layover time. I've still got Premier League and then MLS, and it won't get too confusing there as well. Other than that, I thought for a little while about kind of delving into U23 a little bit, sort of your realm. But the biggest turn off for me is Essence, and I don't want to mix Essence. I want my tier 5 crafts to be all Premier League. I'd hate to tier 5 craft some 17-year-old that ain't going to play for 16 years. You know what I mean? Like maybe when he's 35, he gets a game for his German 3rd division team when they're not even, you know what I mean? So I don't want to mix the Essence. So that's why I'm kind of just sticking to Premier League. But no, yeah, like MLS when it's back, I'm looking forward to that. And hopefully, fingers crossed, some big boy signings, because we lost Pooch, man. Ricky Pooch is gone for the season. I'm gutted. He's my favorite player, and that's it. No Ricky Pooch this season. Sad.
Yeah, it's a gut of that one, isn't it? Especially timing wise as well for him. Before the. So is the plan? Try and win as much cash. I know you've done bits already, but like, is it save up that from now till March time, and then sort of do your load on MLS cards, or are you willing to put a bit in if that doesn't go as successful as you maybe plan for it to be, like Premier League wise?
I hadn't thought about it. I will probably put some in. I'm trying to buy a house at the minute. So what I'm doing is whenever I win cash, I'm kind of withdrawing it and like, right, okay, that's like some solicitor fees paid, or that's like, that's like surveyor or something like that. So like whenever I win cash now, I'm withdrawing it and it's going in my little house pot. But when that's all done, yeah, pretty much all the cash then will go probably towards Sorare, or like, I can't think of anything else that I'm trying to spend money on at the moment. So yeah, I'll probably save it all, or maybe I'll withdraw it and hold it somewhere, and then when the time comes, put it back in. Or I'm not really sure. We'll have to see. I mean, that's saying if I do win cash, who knows? You know what I mean? Like, could go on a terrible run.
Yeah, no, it happens. Are you? I know like MLS is a way away, and there's signings to be made and stuff in the league itself. But in your head right now, are you looking? Is the contemplation, I get one team and kind of just like, collection bonus my way through the game, or is it more, buy the smashes?
Just buy the smashes. I am not buying one team. I made that mistake last year. I mean, last year I bought a limited Vancouver stack or collection. And if you buy the wrong MLS team, you're in for a horrific year. Because even when you get the quote unquote smash spots, MLS is such a weird league where like, randomly Houston come to LA and smash them 4-0 at home, you know what I mean? Like, or like, you think you got a good team, you think you got I'm trying to think of a good team last year. You got Inter Miami are like at home, huge favorites to Atalanta, and Atalanta show up and smash 4 goals past them. You're just like, oh, cool. MLS.
Yeah, MLS can 100%.
You got the worst team ever. Chicago Fire are doing awfully, and then they just go and play the league leaders and just absolutely dominate them. It's just like, oh, okay, yeah, cool. Kellen Acosta's banging them in. Cool, whatever.
I think the rule of thumb is, isn't it? Don't get MLS goalkeepers if you can, because most of the time they concede. I know Kalina had a good year last year for Charlotte, and whoever else, big Brad Guzan maybe in certain spots. I'm seeing a few rumors. There's a couple of decent decent rumors going around MLS wise. Like I saw Jesus Ferreira to Seattle. Did you see that one?
I saw Jesus Ferreira to Russia. Saw that rumor.
Yeah, well, that was like his like European rumor, I guess. But
Yeah,
rubbish as this year, let's say. But yeah, apparently Seattle won him.
that's interesting.
What do you think about that?
The funny thing about like there's a couple of teams that I quite enjoy watching. Seattle and Houston I enjoy watching them both, but their goalies are both decrepit. They're both like on death's door. They're like, you know what I mean? They're octogenarians. They are like,
one's got a rat's tail.
yeah. But the weird thing about American goalies especially is they just seem to hang on by a thread every single year, and you're like, nah, this is the year this guy retires. I can't buy him. He goes down to like £15, and then like, oh, he's playing another year. How is he possibly doing this? His arms can't even stop the ball anymore. They're made of cheddar cheese, and yet he's still playing. It's so who knows what's going to happen. Stephen Fry, Steve Clark, Brad Guzan, and they're probably playing when they're 60.
Mate, honestly, it's like they just love an extra year, don't they? Like, it's always
don't know
your extension. Your extension. It's just like, when are they going to stop? Maybe never. It's like they're almost adopting like the Japanese way of, football, like where they just go until 60.
Yeah, that is great. There's some oldies in that Japanese league, man. There's some goalkeepers, especially. Like you could tell because they're just what's the term? They're like silverbacks. Their hair, they're all grey. Like it's crazy, man.
Wow. Okay, so Clark is confirmed to leave Houston, Tobias says. I don't think that means retire, but yeah, obviously means leave, which is interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen a few goalkeeper movements. What did I see? Oh, yeah, DC have signed a under-23 kid, actually, from South Korea. Did you see that one?
Yes, they also signed Barraza, didn't they?
Yeah, and they signed Barraza, yeah. So
they needed to sign goalies, but both their goalies were absolutely awful last year.
One went to Swansea, and then Bono was just rubbish. So it was just like, that was a bad one. Yeah, no, I wonder, can you, if you had to take a guess, who's the big, European sort of heavyweight that comes over? Is it Griezmann? Like, what's your?
Griezmann's actually so good still.
Smashing, isn't he?
Did you see his winning goal against Sevilla?
Mate, well, when he's
he spanned some defender in his prime and slotted it into the goal. I'm just like, this guy's 33 or something, and he's still just better than everyone. So I'd be shocked. I'd be very shocked.
Yeah. De Bruyne?
France national team's gone downhill since Griezmann hasn't been picked as well. So
do you reckon did he retire, Griezmann? Yeah.
I don't know if he retired, but there was one he didn't get called up at one point. Maybe he retired after that. I don't know, but
because like now Mbappe's, well, I guess Mbappe wants to play in the major tournaments, doesn't he? I was just thinking about. Interesting. What about De Bruyne? Do you reckon he goes, or is it Saudi still? Or
I feel like De Bruyne's just one of those. I just feel like he's a Saudi league kind of player. I don't know. Modric, maybe.
Modric, yeah. But I've heard, I don't know how true it is, but it seems like the guy that would want to go back to Croatia, in my opinion.
Yeah, I can see that. He's also just one of those that play when he's 40 odd. He's one of those players where like the club's got to start a pension plan for them.
Oh yeah, he'll be on a lifetime.
Yeah,
he'll be doing something at some point in his, for the entirety of his life. But then like a Beckham connection into Miami, I don't think he played with him at Madrid, did he? But the whole Madrid thing. Yeah, I could see it. Like I definitely could see it. He'd flourish. Di Maria.
Is that one confirmed, or because I know that was very heavily linked to Miami at one point?
Because he was like going to go to Rosario, and then they were like, "No, we're going to kill you if you come back." Do you see that? The cartels were like, "You ain't coming here," basically.
That's crazy.
I swear to God. And then, Inter Miami was heavily linked, rumored as well. Did you get to watch a lot of MLS this season?
Yes, up until my season came back, and then I couldn't stay up on a Saturday watching. I loved it. Over the summer, I'm nocturnal. Apple TV, MLS Premium Pass, whatever it's called, and I'll have it on all 3 screens on different browsers, and I'll watch sometimes up to 6 games where I'll have like split on those 2, split on these 2, and then split on those 2, and I'll literally be watching like the end of the early kickoff, the 1:30 kickoffs happening now, and then the 3:30 kickoffs. Like we're getting news in and stuff like that. So yeah, I will watch so much MLS until my season comes back, and then I can't. It's just too late.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because some of those, like the Seattle games and stuff, and the LA games, are the latest, aren't they?
Yeah.
So they're like 10:30 here, which would be 3:30 in the morning, I guess. Just
Yeah,
ridiculous.
no, they're crazy.
Can't.
I remember going out in the summer for my friend's birthday, and we got in at like they got in at 4:30 in the morning, and LA Galaxy had like just started their second half. I'm like, oh, why it'd be rude not to?
What?
Be really
Yeah.
nice to just watch Pooj and Painstill cook.
Neymar?
Maybe I don't think like Neymar would probably go to the MLS and play like 5 games. Like I think he's done so. His legs are just give. He came back and got injured in 10 minutes, didn't he? In his first game back, it's like I just think he's one of those where it's like, yeah,
He's
I
done,
think he's
isn't
done. Yeah, I think so.
Muller? Or is he
Muller's
a
an interesting one.
lifelong
Yeah,
Bayern boy?
Muller. I'm trying to think. Is there any like English players that are like
Yeah,
maybe close
near
to
and
retirement age?
like Trippier.
Trip. Yeah, possibly.
Because he loves a trip abroad.
Yeah, he loves and there's a lot of women in the in America as well,
There
and
is,
he
yeah,
he loves women.
an abundance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he really likes women. So
Yeah. What about Ericsson?
Ajax reeks of Ajax,
Does
reeks of
smell of
it.
Ajax, doesn't it?
If Harry Kane was a bit older, I'd say Harry Kane. I think he'll retire in the MLS because
Yeah, with Beckham.
he's been over there loads and he's done like
Loves that. Yeah, he loves it,
yeah
doesn't he?
talk
He's
shows
hinted
and
he
stuff.
wants to be like a kicker or something. Have you heard that
Yeah,
one?
I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
how true it is, but yeah.
I don't know how good he would be at that, but
Modric wants to retire at Madrid. I can see it. I can see it. Yeah, San Diego, new team. I know we haven't really spoken about them too much, but
this season they're going to be in this
yeah.
season.
Uh-huh.
Have they signed anyone interesting?
So I'm just looking here. I had it actually on my. It says San Diego's strategic move. I can get it up on the screen now, but it's just like a Twitter thing. They've signed a couple of MLS guys. This Lofsland, I think he was at Salt Lake, and he's been at a couple of clubs. Andrade, they've moved Andrade to Toronto or something, even though he hadn't played. Maybe they had his rights or whatever. And then this guy, CJ Santos, I think his name is. He's moving there as a keeper.
Interesting.
I don't know much about these. Yeah, Orlando and Hamadi Diop. Yeah, they've obviously got Chucky Lozano, so that's kind of fun.
Oh yeah.
This what's his name is Landon Donovan's situation. Like I think he's heavily involved in that project.
That's interesting.
Yeah, Vardy.
I feel like Vardy's too much of a chav. I don't think he'd get along well.
Body, isn't he? He smells like a proper English lad that just doesn't want to leave England. You know.
Yeah, I just don't think. I don't think they'd like him in America either.
Yeah. He's just. They could find him a bit of like an enigma. You know, like they must be like, what's this? Like he's so different. You know, as like a personality.
Yeah, potentially.
Ericsson to Denmark.
Someone said Pogba. Pogba's an interesting one.
Yeah, Pogba.
That one's interesting.
Yeah, if he could get fit. Well, I mean, he probably doesn't even need to get fit, does he, to play in the MLS? Just like it says, Hayes' love for the MLS and Apple TV split screen has me almost buying an MLS team. Oh,
I love the MLS. So I went out and I paid £150 for an MLS proper match football that I take to football every week, and we play with that ball when we're training or like playing our friendly matches. Yeah. Like because I just love the MLS, man. Like Sean, PSU fans will sit there and tell you just I don't know, I just adore it. My admiration for it. I don't know what it is about the MLS, but I just love it. I just love the whole experience, like going out and watching games out there and all that. It's a lot of fun.
It's just carnage, isn't it? Like you just don't know what you actually don't know what you're gonna get as far as like the game goes. Like my latest game I went to watch was Atlanta Nashville, right? And Atlanta were at home, and Nashville couldn't win the game for love nor money. This was like I don't know 3 months ago, whatever. And I'm not joking. Nashville absolutely battered them away from home 2-0. Mukhtar was just running rings around everyone. I was just like, nobody expected it. Not that Atlanta were that good at the time, but it was just one of them where it was like so left field, and you just, like you said, goalies conceding, you don't think they're going to, like, there's just so many, twists and turns in an MLS game. Like, it's just so hard to predict outside of, you just know this guy can, Puig's going to get a goal or assist, Peck's going to do this. Like, those sort of things from a Sorare perspective are fun and easy to kind of predict. But as far as, like, the game, like, betting on it, like, I don't bet, but Jesus Christ, you'd have no chance.
Oh, impossible.
Unless you're betting on, like, this player to get an assist or that player to get a goal or something. I just wouldn't touch it.
That's why I don't go near stacks, because you just don't know what's going to happen. It's just like, just impossible. But no, it's just I love it. It's just so much fun.
It really is,
So
isn't
much
it?
fun. I love the
Hummels.
culture of football around there as well. Like there's so much hooliganism in the UK when it comes to football, and I enjoy it. I like the sort of the hooliganism within football, but I also like the culture out there. You know, I enjoyed. I went out to Florida last year, and I went to into Miami in an Orlando game, and I love just going there, having a slice of pizza whilst watching the game. You haven't got too many people around you. Like people aren't being obnoxious in your space. Like it's not drastically loud. The atmosphere is good, but if you're not in the standing section where they're all jumping around and stuff, it's not like obnoxiously loud. Like the weather's nice, like the football's good. You know, there's entertainment. I quite enjoy that. I think a lot of people in the UK think it's like cringe and stuff, but I actually don't mind it. I quite enjoy the culture around there, to be fair.
Yeah, it's just a lot more relaxed, isn't it? And like, yeah, I get what you're saying. It's a completely different product to English football, but I think sometimes you need like certain fans, like maybe yourself, or whatever, that do like both, can see value in the American side of things. And I mean, it's only growing. You know, you've got to think and like
Oh,
globally anyway
absolutely, yeah,
with Messi and
absolutely,
whatever. No,
yeah,
I
for
love it.
sure.
I think it's a great watch because I just don't know what's going to happen. There's just so many unpredictable things. Where like in the Prem, you just know certain things are going to happen in a football
Yeah,
game, you know, and like it makes it quite boring, I would say, in some ways.
yeah. I think the way I look at it with football in the UK, very passion driven. It's
Mm-hmm.
not so much you're watching it for entertainment, but more you're watching because you feel you're obliged to watch it. It's part of your life. Whereas then
It's a tribal thing. Like,
exactly, yeah. And then
yeah,
out in the with the MLS, it's more of an entertainment thing. It's more like it's more enjoyable to just watch it and enjoy it. And it's not so much like a if a team loses, you're not heartbroken for a weekend. You know what I mean? Like it is what it is, but it's quite fun to just be part of and enjoy, you know?
100%. Unless you've got the stack on the Sorare, then it
That's
becomes
true. Oh
painful.
man, but that is why if you got a stack of a team, I've got a United stack. Losing and then getting relegated is like it's like a double punch in the gut, man. It's like horrible, horrible.
Any purchases on the horizon for your Premier League stuff? Anyone you got your eye on?
I've been trying to buy an Estupinian
Okay.
recently because I quite like him. He takes a lot of sets for Brighton and whatnot, but like
Mm-hmm.
it's also I can't seem to get him for an all right price. So I've been trying to get one of him. But aside from that, I'm trying to think, is there anyone else that I'm trying to buy?
Like
Not
any
really. Not
smashers, any Palmers or
no, that's
no?
not. I don't do that. I don't. I try not to buy the big smashes. I like Brian Mbumo from
Mm-hmm.
Brentford as well. In fact, a list of players that I've looked at recently that I'd like to buy:
Yeah.
Mbumo, Bowen, Guimaraes, Estepinian, and there was one more. Caicedo from Chelsea. That's like a group of players at the moment. I'm really intrigued at, and I'm really interested in looking to buy. But also, like I'm kind of waiting because I feel like after Christmas, I think people are going to start selling, thinking that's like the optimal time to get as much as they can for those cards. And I think we might get a little bit of a dip, and that's probably when I'll dip my toes into those waters.
Mm-hmm. Are you open to buy the classic version of some of these cards if you've got no always in season?
Always in season.
Really? So you're
Yeah,
not on the 4-1 split?
I am, but I have a couple of cards. So
Got you.
I have a classic Salah
Yeah.
that I picked up at the start of the season for like what felt like peanuts, and he's just been unreal for me.
Mm-hmm.
I've got classic United, classic Bruno, and in season Bruno, and I've got a couple of the classic cards. So
Yeah.
if I bought these cards in classic, I could go and buy them now in classic and get them for way cheaper, but I will end up having too many classic cards, and I won't have the in season cards to put around them. So I'm kind of like, yeah, I'm mainly just getting in season. I might get one or two in classic, like the expensive ones, Guimaraes, for example, Caicedo maybe, but like yeah, the ones under £100 for in season already, I'm just gonna get the in season version, I think.
Yeah, I completely get it. Because it's going to be an interesting sort of time in the next, I don't know how long, but let's just call it 2 months max, maybe, where, like, for Caicedo, for example, there's like 7 cards left that they can sell of his, you know?
Yeah.
So there's going to be that interesting, like, point where, you know, there's going to be no cards to buy off Sorare. So people either hoard them or obviously sell them on the secondary for whatever they kind of want to sell them for, I guess. It's just going to be a really interesting spot where I don't know when the date is, but there's basically going to be no cards left in rare of certain most Premier League cards. That's going to happen. And it's just, when is that going to happen? Because we could actually find those like last, let's say, Caicedo's 7 left. Let's say like those last 3 mints of Caicedo, if he's just like smashing at that point, like those mints could end up going for a stupid amount, even though there's way less games than the start of the season type of thing, because supply, there's just lack of it.
Yeah, it's why I was very surprised at the prices at the start of the season and how cheap they were, because ultimately, and I said this on the Sorare Data show, like the prize pool doesn't change as the year goes on. You're playing for the same amount in September as you are in May. It's the exact same amount every week. But yeah, there's less games coming up, but like you can still win that I think it's like £2,200 every single week in D1. So like theoretically, if prices fall off a cliff, it's the opportunity cost there is phenomenal. Like you could get like great value cards and win more than you're paying for those cards. So, but at the same time, I think people may have underestimated how hard it will be to get these in-season cards second half of the season, and it could mean that you can get a lot more for your in-season cards on the secondary market. So it'd be interesting to see.
Yeah, because there'll be some people who maybe in your position, not that you've said you want to sell out of the Prem stuff, but let's say you've probably almost covered. I don't know the exact math. I don't really care, but I know you've done well. Let's just say that. So there could be a few people in your position go, you know what? I put £1,000 in. I've won, I don't know, 800 quid. I've got 400-500 quid's worth of cards, maybe even more. Is it time to sell up? Around that time where there's no mins left Sorare to sell, that is your best time as a user to sell. In season-wise, because there's no competition other than other users. So I wonder if we see quite a bit of people sort of, moving out of certain spots where they know they've got a cushion. I've done my business. I've won X. I want to sell my team for Y, and I move it into, I don't know, MLS or whatever. Like, I bet you there's quite a few people in that scenario that have done well and go, you know what? I could free roll all the way up until the end of the season, but why take the risk on maybe the price going to a very minimal amount on the in-season cards, because there's no games left, of course, in season-wise. Why don't I sell them when there's 10 games to go and Sorare aren't selling any in-season? I wonder how that actually pans out over the next couple of months.
I personally I don't even care about making profit on my cards. For me, I mean, like I've already luckily made more back than what I spent. Right. I sold my whole gallery in the summer, and then put in about £2,000 ish on in-season cards, and those cards have won me back like I think almost double. Wow, it's been crazy. So, and like I've also in that won an Allison, and in that I've spent like some money of some of my winnings on other cards as well. So I'm like up drastically in terms of a percentage. So now I'm kind of just playing on free money because I've withdrawn what I put in already.
Right.
So I'm just playing on like house money now. But I'm always trying to win back what I spend rather than like, I think a lot of people buy cards thinking, oh, I can win some and then sell it. But like if I like for who was it that I bought? I think it was a Fraser Forster I bought for 80 quid. First week I win 80 quid. He's paid off instantly. Yeah. Like, so it's like, that's my like mindset with it now, rather than like, I'll buy this card and then hopefully I can sell him for this much later on. Like I might not even sell any of these cards.
Right. Yeah. Because it's easier to win the 80 quid, to buy an 80 quid card and win the 80 quid because there's just more 80 quids going around than £2,000, obviously. So
yeah.
And like you're not really in the market anymore to buy a Palmer or a Saka where it takes X amount of weeks. Maybe you never pay him off in the next, 20 weeks left of the Prem. So yeah, I think at the stage where you're at, where you've already got like, the main bulk, 80, 90% of your cards is adding bits now and again with good matches and stuff, where it makes sense. And like you said, if they are 80 quid cards, you can pay them off relatively easy in a week. That's not going to happen for everyone, but you know what I mean.
Absolutely. In terms of like some of the bigger cards as well, like my Bruno Fernandes that I picked up at the start of the season, he's paid off as well.
Wow.
Which is a great feeling. I also got a bit lucky that some United cards actually went up somehow in value. Picked up Amad 50 quid and he's like 250 quid now.
Is that what he is? Is he?
Crazy, isn't it?
Amad Diallo, yeah. I mean, that's kind of the perk of buying a collection at the start of the season, because you get a few cards that aren't expected to pop off and do. Yeah, you're right. £255 floor. That is absolutely mental, isn't it? He's
Yeah,
been,
it's nuts.
like, I'm not denying it, but Jesus, that's 5x is nuts, really.
We are so back.
You actually are. I'm just looking at the fixtures. Obviously, City on the game week 35, Bournemouth at home, Newcastle at home, Southampton, Brighton at home. Yeah, there's quite a few nice spots there coming up. So I'm just catching up with the chat. What we got going on? Tom says, "I'm sorry, I was told being profitable on this game was impossible by various Twitter folk. Don't believe you, Haber." I agree with you, Harry. Plus, people will be selling in-season Champ Euro cards in order to get a bank balance in time for the MLS season. When will the MLS pre-order cards be released? So end of February is the start of the MLS. Let's say you've got to think start of Feb. That would be my guess. Like 3.5 weeks before, you've got to think, because this is, even though they did in season with the MLS last year, when I remember I bought my Acosta and stuff. This is the first year where they'll do like pre-releases in like the season hasn't started type of thing. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what they do for that, because we know the design, because we've got the European version. But do you think they'll do like special, like the offer last time? It was like buy one card, 10% chance of another from the same club. Do you remember that?
I hope so. That was a
That'd be
game
cool.
changer. I think what they did this year with Premier League now is going to shape Sorare massively going forward, because now they can just release they can go and release the entire MLS roster as the condom cards without like having all the pictures ready and stuff like that. And then the reveal day was a huge day as well. Like,
good point.
So I think, and if they do those buy one, get a chance at Essence or get a chance at another card, like I'm plowing money in again. Absolutely.
We're all in, aren't we? Yeah, I wonder what they kind of go for, the MLS cards, because they're gonna have European Challenger cards to contend with, your PSVs and stuff. So like, it's not the same as buying a pre-season Premier League card because the season hasn't started. Like, there's nobody to go against necessarily. I just wonder what who is going to be the most expensive MLS player, if you had to say, if there's no transfers from now. Is it Messi if he stays? And
do you know what? I think it'd be like Peck maybe.
If he stays, Peck maybe. Yeah.
If he stays, because Peck obviously the last 2 games of the season he got in the 40s, but like he was 100, 94, 76, 82, 94, 94. That was, and they were all in a row. Like, he was a phenomenal scorer. So I think, very good chance Peck could be one of the higher cards. I'm trying to think of any of the smashers. Like
Acosta as a mid, maybe.
Yeah, Luciano Acosta. Yeah, it's a good shout. Although he tailed off back end of the season, to be fair.
They tailed off since he
So
they've got Kevin Denke now.
True, that's a good signing actually.
60
maybe
million.
Denny Bouanga.
Bouanga could be up there, 100%. Why not?
Definitely will be up there in price.
Lads are saying have a look at Marmouche's sort of graph. Look at that, Haber. Last 6 months.
Yeah, that's crazy. You know who's another fun one to look at? Ashraf Hakimi.
Yeah.
His scores have been like astonishing.
It's just mind-boggling, isn't it? Yeah, he's at 300 in the last 4, I believe. Yeah.
That's bonkers.
4 in the last 5, sorry.
You know what's funny is back in the day, right? When like, I don't know, probably 2022, like early 2022, when Kimmich was 15 grand or whatever.
Yeah.
If a player hit 4 100s out of 5 like that, he would have gone from, let's say it was like £200. He'd have gone from £200 to 6 grand in a week. Easy. Like that. Yeah. It's crazy how different it is nowadays, but he would have just been panic bought.
Look at that though. Like, how steady is that, by the way? Like, I know he's been great.
That's quite shocking, actually. The surprising thing to me, sorry to cut you off.
Do you think it's because he's a defender? Not to cut you off, but do you think
potentially?
Yeah.
Defender potentially. Ligon obviously doesn't have his own comp, so you have to play it in you have to play it in Champion. So I guess there's that as well. I can't believe it. I mean, somebody sold a Christmas card for £294. I guess people just want to get rid of these cards ASAP.
Yeah, you're right. They did. Jesus Christ, that's flipping cheap, man. 300 quid.
Yeah.
And same day, one went for 413. That wasn't a Christmas card.
Don't know. That's just weird. That is weird.
Excuse me. Yeah, very weird. Bischoff's one. This is like my Amad Diallo in that I paid 30 quid for his in-season card start of the season, and he is going in roughly. I mean, yeah, it's not 200 quid, but it's a similar sort of X 4x ish.
Yeah, he's been quality. Holy shit.
Been really good. Yeah.
A big fan of
Yeah.
cards like that when they can get to 70, 80 pluses without anything,
Oh, mate.
just AA alone.
Look
Like,
at that. I tweeted. Well, I quote tweeted earlier. I saw a graph. He's got the most defensive duels. Have a look at this. Top 5 leagues, most defensive duels for under 20s. So you've got Kamara for Monaco's been really good. Zaire Emery. But like he's on set pieces. So like you combine a set piece taker with the most defensive duels as a midfielder.
And you got Josh Kimmich.
Then you've got baby Josh Kimmich, basically.
Yeah, literally.
Buenanotte, by the way, that's an interesting one because he takes sets as well.
I actually looked at Buenanotte.
He's a good player, mate, isn't he?
I looked at Buenanotte and I looked at Buenanotte and Bilal El Khanous as well.
Yeah.
It's just tough because Leicester are just shite.
They really are.
They've got Rude's in, and he I think he'll do a bit better with them, but yeah, they're just not good enough to like, even against like the Wolves and teams like that, they're not going to smash. I know they did well against West Ham, but like that was an anomaly, new manager bounce kind of thing. I think they're going to churn out results, and I think they'll stay up, but I just don't. For Sorare, I just think they're shite.
Yeah, like because you'll never find like that perfect week. Like, what is the perfect week for a Leicester card? Is it Southampton at home once a season? That's the issue, because you're always going to pick Bruno, or you're always going to pick, insert other, midfielder from the Prem. That's kind of the issue, I think, with that, that sort of thing.
I'm going to throw an interesting one out for you right now.
Go on.
I think one of the highest potential 100-point score defenders this week is Leif Davis.
Who've they got?
I know it's down mental because his scores recently have been absolutely rubbish. They're away to Wolves, but Wolves are statistically the worst set-piece defensive team in the entire league. And if you look, like, if you've either watched Ipswich or you look at his actual like attacking scores, for example, he gets a big chance created in most games.
Yeah,
his corner deliveries are fantastic, and I think
he could be England left back, by the way, at some point.
I rate him highly. I think he's quality. I'd love him.
He'll get a chance. Yeah, he's really good. Really, really good. You're right. His attacking stats, big chance created, 3 key passes. The issue is he's obviously going to get a lot of goals against him. 3 key passes. He's a boom or bust player because he has to get the D8 for you to like have that cushion of 60. If he doesn't, then like a lot of these scores show, you're under 10 AA basically, which is tough. But like you said, yeah, against if Wolves are the worst team, from a set piece perspective, there's no better set piece taker than him probably in the league outside of Cole Palmer or whoever else, Saka maybe.
I'm looking for. I think like
you playing him.
I think he's got. Yeah, he'll be in a D1 lineup.
Nice.
And Wolves have been rubbish recently as well. Like Wolves have been really, really bad. So, but I also think like Lamina should do well.
Yeah, see Lamina, he just lost his head with like every one of his teammates and Bo.
I just like. The annoying thing is that I hope that doesn't mean Lamina gets benched, because I also think Lamina will score well against Ipswich. So it's like
he probably would, but yeah, that bust up didn't, because he went head to head with Murray
O'Neill as well.
Yeah, the ex-Brighton guy.
Yeah.
Someone asked, "Can you use Christmas cards?" Yeah, of course you can use these cards. Are just like any other card. They just have a neon Christmas thing to them. What's this now? John says, "Do you both still believe if you bought into Premier League in season rare today for 4K, you could realistically earn it back?" I don't think you need 4K to do it. And I know this is not saying you need the 4K, but I don't know if I would go in with the 4, because that is a lot to win back. That's like 2 first places. I know you could win, smaller amounts more frequently, but I don't think I'd be confident. I wouldn't say confidently I could put 4 grand in right now and win all of it back by the end of the season, just because we are 1/3 of the way in. I think I would more confidently say if I put 1.5 grand in, I'd be more comfortable doing that. I don't think you need 4 grand is basically what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's contextual as well, because like where are your lineups already? If you're starting in Div 4,
Yeah, start from nowhere. Oh, yeah, good point.
if you're
Yeah,
starting in Div
yeah.
4, it's going to be significantly harder because
Right.
you'll buy smashes and you'll probably win Div 4. You might even win Div 3. That's
Yeah.
about 300 quid combined. Like, you know, for £4,000, you're not even paying off 10% after 2 wins, and they still need to smash to win those divisions. And
Right.
it's like, yeah. So I don't know. I think if I was starting off right now, I'd probably comfortably put in like £2,000. I think
Yeah.
£2,000 you can get yourself like 3 strong goalkeepers, 6 strong defenders, 6 strong midfielders, and 6 strong forwards. I think, and when I say strong, like for me, Brian and Bumo's strong, Bowen's strong,
Cunha.
even a Dwight
Players like
McNeil's solid. Cunha's really, really good. Like,
Yeah.
and these cards are 100, £200. You can go and buy, like I've kind of done,
Classic.
buy a chunk of these cards. You know, Elliot Anderson's 50 quid and he's a set piece taker on a good team that
Right.
have really big players to aim for in the box. You know what I mean? So like players like that, like I think you can go and you can buy up for like £2,000, for example. And I think between now and then you'd probably be able to make £2,000 back. It's like it's $100 for the top 35 in D1. So you get to D1
Right.
and all you need to do is get top 35, which a lot of the time is around 370, 380 points. It's not a huge amount to get to. It's just hard getting to D1 in the first place. But once you get there, like you can churn pretty comfortably.
Yeah. £2,000 is probably a nice sweet spot. Yeah, I'd half the 4K. But like you say, you buy 21 players basically. Like you said, 666 and then maybe a couple of goalies as well. Would you go 3 teams or would you just go 2 strong?
I go 3 teams, yeah.
Would you?
I like, so 3 teams is not just about splitting up and having 3 different opportunities to. Oh, this is my thought process anyway. I'm not come into that as if it's like this is a fact, but it's just like how I look at it. But with having 3 teams, you know, your first team's your strongest. Second team, you typically have enough to make a really strong second team. Then your third team is like the punty one. Like if you have, for like if I go into my lineups this week, for example, right, I've got Morgan Gibbs White against Villa at home. That is a potential for him to do well, but also like it's a tough matchup. So he's a team 3 kind of guy because he could still put up a big score, right? Like I've got Mikhail Damsgaard away to Chelsea, who's been smashing it lately. Again, as a midfielder, could potentially put up a really good score, but you do not want to put a Mikhail Damsgaard against Chelsea away in a good lineup because that lineup on paper is rubbish. So it's like it's not just about having a third team, but also the psychological impacts of benching good players is really frustrating, and it can make you second guess who you want to play in your top lineup. So having that third lineup where you know it's a bit of a throwaway, but also like your players are good enough for it to have potential, I think kind of plays into it, and it allows you to play a decentish lineup and not just bench players that are going to get in your head when you're building the lineups. You know?
Yeah. Like they're more of a like. Yeah, they kind of deter from your actual main 2 than add to anything because you contemplate playing them when you probably shouldn't. Like their team
exactly
for that week, and that should be it. You know, there's that element to it. You know, three winning opportunities is better than 2, but it's not if the 2. Well, in my opinion, the 2 are just way stronger teams. But if you can have 2 strong and 1 weak, that's better than just 2 strong, obviously, because you've just got 3. Just basic math, but. Yeah, £2,000. I think you could probably do it right now. But you, like we said at the start, like these cards are running out. Like there's not that many of these cards to buy up rare anyway.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that is the other thing. Like it might be difficult to actually get, some decent players at £2,000 now because it's like you say, you might be paying over the odds for some of these cards.
100%. Thank you, Ivan, for the nice words. What's this? Tim says, what's the best strategy for contender on a low budget? Like trade in or buy an okay lineup? I mean, trading's tough. Like the margins are so small these days unless you know like the league or a player or like situations inside out, and okay, this player's out right now, but in like 3 weeks, he's back and he's like their number 1 guy. He's gonna 10x. Like, unless you know those type of things, I think you've just got to play SO5 for me. Like, I just think trading's tough, like tougher than it's ever been, probably,
Yeah, trading is not easy at all.
100%. RW96 says, so I've seen something similar that the Saudi teams have a 3-year fund to help grow the league, and it's up to the year, and it's up this year, and they might have to sell to buy. Thought it was an interesting one to keep an eye on. So yeah, recycling Saudi players could be an interesting strategy for sure. John says, my main thinking with the 4K is it would allow me to buy multiple stars such as Salah, Saka, etc. in 2 teams who are next year, premium in classic, whereas Iwobi aren't great at classic. You say that though, John, but like, Iwobi's scores have been good in classic, or I'm not saying Iwobi's going to be great next year. Like, it's hard to kind of forecast that. But if we just say, Iwobi this year put his scores into classic, like, they're still good scores, are they not? Like, they're very good scores. Like, I don't know, like, if he just carbon copied what he's doing now next year, that is still a good classic card. I don't think it's not, but I agree with you. Obviously, Salah and Saka. Well, I don't know about Salah, but Saka's definitely more of a certainty than Iwobi, of course. But you're paying for that premium. I don't know, 80 quid for. How is Iwobi so good right now? Like, I've always thought he's a good footballer, but like, as far as like his Sorare scores, it's quite.
Fulham are good. Fulham are doing really well.
Yeah, they are good, but I'm just quite surprised that he's like benefiting from that. Like,
I would say so. Like, he scored a very good goal against Brighton, but the other one was gifted to him.
Yeah.
There have been some scenarios where like he's got a decisive, and it's just been like, oh, you're fucking lucky to get that. But I think him being a forward as well helps, because Fulham do concede quite a lot of goals, but he doesn't lose anything for that.
Good point. Yeah, his scores are 10.58 for mid all-around average and 12. Yeah, so he's 20% better as a forward.
Yeah.
There's a lot of players that could do with what like that treatment. Like have the forward card and not the mid. It says the XP will also be very low, so you're up against players at 10 plus. You'd be on 5 unless you buy some collection pieces. Yeah, there is that. But if you're not stacking, like I think that we always come back to that point, I think, but ultimately it is relatively true, I think, because if you're not stacking and you've got a bit of a unique 5 in some way, as unique as a Prem 5 could be, I don't think the XP really matters a ton. I'm not, it matters when it matters, but you know what I'm saying? Hey, like, I don't think you need the 10%, even though others do have it, or they all probably have it, because nature of halfway through the season stuff, they've trained their cards. But I still think you could come in and buy a couple of smashers, buy a couple of, Leaf Davises and stuff, and you could luck your way into some nice finishes despite not having a crazy XP. Just get 2% on each card. I think you could probably, you could work your way into that.
Absolutely. I think as well, so you can get a lot of the smashes for 4K, but I would say like for $2,000, you could get, 2 or 3 of the smashes in classic and also still very good in-season teams. Like if you were to run 3 in-season teams, you can go and buy, for example, he mentioned Salah, Saka, and let's say you looked at, I don't know, Van Dijk. I'm just trying to think of a different position, because Saka's a midfielder, then Salah's a forward, Van Dijk's a defender. Then you've got one for each lineup there, and it literally costs you a fraction. Like I think Saka's in-season card is like $1,000. I think Salah's is like £600, and I think Van Dijk's is like $350. Whereas like Saka's half the price for his classic. And whilst yes, his classic is a midfielder, there are times where the midfielder scores better. Not always, but there are times where and there's only like a 0.8 difference in scores between the two of them in their like last 40 games or whatever it is, or the year or something. So but yeah, so you could potentially do that as well.
No, yeah, I definitely think you've got to buy. I think the 4-1 strategy there, like 1 classic, 4 in season for across 3 lineups is probably the best as far as money. Like your money will go further that way, obviously.
Yeah.
What's a Salah going for?
I picked up Salah's classic for about 160 quid at the start of the season.
That's pretty good now.
It's been a nice increase, but also like he has won me so much.
He's been ridiculous, haven't he? Fair play to him. Like actually stupid.
SO5 rewards for me. He has won me. So in total, cash reward £2,700, and he's contributed to 720 quid of that.
Mental. He's basically been the Kimmich of forwards. If you look at those scores, like that's literally how Kimmich's, totals kind of look, dark green wise and stuff.
Mr. Consistent, isn't it?
He's been good, man. Yeah. Well, if you're on pens and on everything, that is going to happen if Liverpool are doing well. What does Palmer's actually look like? I'm sure his looks pretty fun as well, doesn't it?
Palmer's is such an interesting one.
Wow. Let me take the DMP.
I would probably flip it to just Premier League as well, because obviously he doesn't play in Europe, so it looks a bit better as Premier League. But he's an interesting one. Like with Palmer, I just feel like so often he'll get like a 60-pointer with 1 decisive, whereas with Salah, I just feel more confident in that dark green score.
100%. It's like when Palmer gets a DA, he goes off, basically, it looks like here. Whereas Salah's just always getting a DA in like kind of every game. Where here, there's obviously games where Palmer went, 4 out of 5 games, he didn't get a decisive, and he doesn't even break 13 AA or 23 AA, sorry, my bad, in the United one. But like when he gets them, Jesus, man, you're looking at 100 basically, which is massive, isn't it?
Yeah, he's very, very 100-pound player, isn't he?
Those are mid. Sorry, those are mid. Yeah, wow. This is what they look like as a forward. 28 AA. Okay, that looks a bit better. 17. I mean, yeah, the Arsenal game's a tough one. You could probably disregard that, as is the Liverpool. But yeah, he's still he's doing the business. He is doing the business. He really is. Sorry, catch up on the chat. Yeah, you're right. Right, his forwards definitely do score better. Mike says Iwobi's been good because he's getting consistent game time as opposed to random starts or 15-minute subs, trying to save games. Hashtag play really Harry Wilson.
I really like Anthony Robinson.
Jedi.
I really like him, but like I missed the boat on buying his in-season card.
70 quid.
It was 40 quid when I looked at him. Because I bought Smith Rowe as well, but Smith Rowe's fucking died recently.
Really he's gone off the boil a little bit, hasn't he?
Yeah, very frustrating. But I like Anthony Robinson a lot. I think he's a good player.
He's so good. So good. Again, when he goes off, he goes off. Like if he gets that assist, which he's very capable of doing, you're looking at 190. Like it just happens.
I also quite like I like his fixtures coming up. Liverpool away is tough, Chelsea away is tough, but you got in between then Southampton at home, Bournemouth home's tough still, but Ipswich at home, West Ham away, Leicester away. It's like got some nice fixtures.
Nice, isn't it? Yeah, I did notice one thing, mind. I can't remember when I did it, but Fulham don't keep clean sheets at home. Like
no, they don't. They don't keep clean sheets at all, really.
Yeah, never. The only one is this Palace away. Okay, sorry, Forest away as well. But like at home, they concede at least one. It's mad.
Yeah.
Oh, wild.
Yeah, that's why I wouldn't go and buy a Burnt Leno, but
right, yeah, 100%. Agent Cooper says, "Can you imagine if there was an under 23 in season? Oh wow, what would Palmer and Saka's prices be? And would you play them in there or Prem? I'd love there to be an under 23 in season. Would be a spicy comp. I've been calling for that for months, if not maybe a year now at this point." Agent Cooper, I'm a big advocate of that in general. I don't see much downside personally from Sorare's perspective because you just add in value to cars. I know they obviously have to pay out cash. I don't know. For me, it depends where the highest cash prize is, if that makes sense. Like Saka and Palmer, if I own both of them, it depends. If under 23 is the same amount winnings wise as Prem, I think I'd be tempted to throw him into under 23. But if it's not the same, let's say it's a grand less for whatever reason in rare D1, then yeah, I'd have to stick him into Prem. It's just wherever the highest amount of money I can win is. Unfortunately, I think.
I'd probably play an in-season U23 comp.
Would you? So say if they announced it today, would you be buzzing for that?
I'd play it in limited.
Okay, yeah.
Because obviously I don't want to mix the essence, but like I would play it in limited. Yeah, I think that'd be a fun one because like there are so many U23s that are just like either you can predict a random start for them or like I don't even know, but there's so many U23s you can get that can potentially absolutely smash, and I think that'd make that comp a lot of fun. I think a U23 in-season comp would really tingle the proper scouters. You know what I mean? Like people that love scout, the people that love scout, like that. The Bournemouth CB, for example, like he popped off after getting his first start, and he looks like a strong player. Like just random players like that, where you just know that they're going to get a start and they could absolutely smash it. And yeah, I think that'd be a really cool comp.
Look who's got. I know I didn't buy him, but your boy does have one.
He looks really. I actually watched the Bournemouth game, not the recent because he started back to back. The one where he scored, it was against Tottenham. Yeah, I watched.
He was a chill guy.
Looked strong. He looked strong in that game.
Yeah, he's rated so high. Like I won him as a tier 2, and I'll be honest, I was fuming because there was so many better cards. Like you got a. I don't know what. Let's say it was game week like 9. It was he basically wasn't playing, obviously, right? And I was a bit like, That is a crap card to win as a tier 2. I was honestly fuming. Don't play in season prem, whatever, but that's the risk you take. I think I won him in, it was like a global comp, let's call it 270 or whatever. Yeah, under 23, whatever. Like, I know he's got promise. Like, we can kind of see that, but now apparently Senesy's out for like a couple of months. So he could turn into, quite the player. I think someone picked up his super rare last week for £8. 30 quid, my bad. Misspoke there. £30, I'm pretty sure I saw somebody pick him up
nuts.
for. Like, that is a bit mad, isn't it? Yeah, here we go. 30 quid, 50 quid on auction.
Makes me sad seeing super rares at that price.
It's
That
mad,
100 score would have made him like 300 quid back in the day.
Oh, easy. Under 19-year-olds playing in the Prem, like, especially if he's going to start from now on type of thing.
That's the thing as well. It's so rare. If they made an in-season U23 without divisions, just one division, like it is in normally U23, there's just one division.
Yeah.
I mean, if they like it, they cost them, it'd be spenny. But if they dedicate, I don't know, like 50 grand a week, even across all scarcities, like, where like rare is like a grand, super rare is like 2 grand for first place kind of thing. Like, it's not like stupid money, but like, and because it's only one division each, it's not like, it doesn't add up to be an insane amount of money in prizes. Like, I really do think you get a lot of U23s flying in price.
100%. Like, because under 23 covers every region competition, like it's global, obviously. Like, all their players, all their prices go up. Okay, usable ones, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you can play anyone there. So
yeah,
the net of cards that would increase in value and Sorare would make more money on is so vast. It's not as if like it's just the Premier League boys. Like, it's every league, every team, every player that's under 23.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I mean, I don't know the math behind it, and they wanted to. Well, as far as I'm aware, apparently they wanted to scrap under 23 in general, which I think, like that was like a thing until a couple of people, I don't know who, like players in the community, I wasn't one of them, basically said, "Look, you can't do that. Like, it's one of the best comp on the game type of thing."
That's stupid. Yeah, it's one of the like, people love U23. That's pretty dumb.
Yeah, it's sad that they kind of felt that way, and I get it doesn't fit in with the current model of the game because, again, there's no one in season. It's not a region per se. It's global. We don't have any all-star permanently anymore. So it doesn't fit in, but ultimately it should have I'm biased, but it should have a massive place in the game, I think, because like a lot of people love playing this game because of under 23 comp.
Yeah.
Making it in season. I think it only makes it better.
U23 is where I started. And the only reason why
Really?
the only reason why I stopped playing U23, I actually remember I have in my notes app, I have like I'm going to see if I can find it for you as well. It's a U23 team that I wrote down back in 2022 that I wanted to build. But like the prices of the players is hilarious. Here it is. So I've got U23 team. Actually, does it say what date? 27th of February 2022 in my notes app, right?
Wow.
So this team, goalkeeper Lafont, defender Nico Schlotterbeck,
wow, expensive,
midfielder Nkunku, attacker Anthony before United,
Ajax, Anthony,
and the extra being Kochu. Ooh. Overall price of this team £20,750 in rare. And I literally was going to buy that team as well. Like, I was going to go and bet, and I thought I would win back enough to pay off that team, and that was just card prices, like the reward.
Right? Yeah.
Like, actually crazy.
That is like, that's just hit me a little bit. That's nuts, isn't it? Really, like
it's
20 grand. Like, that was final Kochu. That was Schlotterbeck in his. I mean, Schlotterbeck's been smashing, but yeah, Schlotterbeck under 23 Schlotterbeck. Yeah. Lafont was decent, wasn't he, for Nantes back in the day?
Yeah.
And then
Anthony was like 4 grand. Anthony, Ajax getting 100 every week. Kochu was like, I think Kochu was like 4 or 5 grand as well.
He was expensive because he was a smash, wasn't he, when they won the league? Jesus.
Crazy, man. Nkunku was like 2-3 grand. Oh man, actually Leipzig. Crazy.
That is actually nuts to look back on. Crazy times.
It's crazy to think about. Some of the price I pay for some cars is crazy.
It's sickening, isn't it? But then, I think it'd be a nice time to end this on, like, the game's better though now, right? You'd have to agree.
I there are aspects of the game I miss. I miss
Yeah,
All
of
Star.
course.
I miss All Star Rare Pro. I miss Rare Pro in general. I really enjoyed having a collection of super rares that I didn't have to build super rare teams with. And you know, people will say you can still use them in rare now, but like, I'm not going to buy a super rare to play them in rare now. But like, so I definitely miss All Star Rare Pro or just Rare Pro in general. And the other aspect of the game that I miss is how I feel like it was a lot easier with having All Star to then branch your gallery out and have different aspects. Like I remember buying Super Rare Desart, Super Rare Schmal, Super Rare Proper. There was another like Challenger Super Rare, Big Boy Super Rare I used to have. I can't remember who it was. Then I went and got that Super Rare Griezmann and people like that. And like I had huge players in different aspects like Challenger, Champion, that. And it all made sense because I could either play them in All-Star Rare Pro, or I could play them in Challenger Rare Pro, or I could play them in Champion Rare Pro. So I missed that aspect of it as well. And you can just go and build like, you know, a Challenger gallery now, a Champion gallery. But before, I didn't have to go out and buy a ton of Challenger cards and then play it like it's separate division, because it all came together in All-Star, and then the rest of them just went into Challenger, Champion, and whatever. So I do miss that aspect, but I do like the game a lot now and where it's at.
It's just different, and I think that's the best way to describe it. Like, it is so different in many ways. Josh says, do you think the in-season model could have worked during those peak prices? Have 20k for first? Well, yeah, it's all relative. Like if Haber's team cost 20k and there was a 20k prize up for grabs, I think Haber would have probably gone and bought that under 23 team if he, you know, because you clearly had the money at the time. Where now it's like the top prize is 2k, let's say in Prem. Does the like you know, you can make a team for 2k quite comfortably, obviously in the Prem now, but yeah, we've just taken off 0, haven't we? Basically, of the whole game.
I genuinely think it's hard to make a team for $2,000 now. Like, and not in the sense that it's too cheap, that it's too expensive.
Yeah.
I think I was talking to Laird about this, where it's like back in the day, we'd be like, "Oh, I've got $1,000 to play Sorare," like, you know, and someone would come in my stream or next stream and be like, "You're going to struggle with $1,000," because it was way too little. And now it's like, yeah, you're gonna have to buy like more than one team with that, you know.
Which again is a good, like, I think from a fun standpoint, as in like having more teams. Yeah, it's great. Like, it is really good. But if you've been around both times, it's like, well, I'd prefer cards to be $1,000, obviously. But yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting one, Josh. But I mean, that would have bankrupt. Well, would have it bankrupted Sorare? Like if they were giving out 20k for first, if cards were worth 20, no.
Because if you remember, like Mbappe was $20,000. So one rare Mbappe paid for first place, and they were selling still like 50, 60 Mbappes a year.
Great.
If you remember, unique Haaland sold for like $700,000.
Yeah.
So like, I don't think it would have, because I think they were making such a stupid amount of money back then. But
yeah, I wonder if they can't regret, if they look back and go, in hindsight, should have we done massive cash prizes at the start? Or, you know, when those prices were big of cards. Do you get what I'm saying?
I'd argue they shouldn't, and they've done very well not doing that, because they're like pure profit, because they didn't have to pay for the cards they're giving away in rewards, did they? People were still playing for that $20,000 Mbappe carrot, even though they weren't putting $20,000 out. Like I think they stocked up so much money based on like just selling cards and not having to pay out much in cash rewards. I don't know what their like cash reserves look like or whatever. And obviously ETH changed in price as well. I don't know if like I don't know what their finances look like.
If you think about it, you know.
That's true, yeah, but they weren't giving out like, I don't think they were giving out that much in thresholds. Like
in peak, I think it was. I don't know the prices. Well, I just recall Laird saying like, you know, like they could have went down basically, like with the amount. Yeah, like I think with the amount they were giving out. Yeah, someone will know in the chat. It was like a stupid amount of hundreds of thousands a week. Like I'm pretty sure it was crazy money. Yeah, you're right, Top. They did give out all the cash to. My point was, imagine if they didn't do the threshold and they did 20k for top prize. Like, imagine where the game would be now. Maybe we wouldn't have the game. I don't know. But as far as like, you know, we used to reward mediocrity. Like, you didn't have to buy good cards to win thresholds. Whereas if you wanted to win, if they would have had $20,000 for top, you would have had to have bought really good cards to do that, you know?
The cat wanted to come and say hello today as well.
I would get my cat, but he's probably sleeping.
Yeah, this guy's just woke up. I can tell. His eyes looking groggy.
What's his name?
Xerxes.
Wow.
I got him and I said, right, I'm going to name him after United's first goal scorer of the season. It was fucking Joshua Zirkzee.
Oh no,
I know.
that's so funny. Though. Cats are low key like one of the best pets I've ever had.
Oh, they're so chill.
They're the best pet. I've had bearded dragons. I've had cats.
You know what? When I was a kid, I really wanted to get a bearded dragon because the YouTuber Syndicate had one, and I was like, I really want one because he had one, and my mum would
Tom,
never get me.
I got one when I was 14, and I named him after my favorite football player. Can you guess at the time who that would have been? And it's
Gareth.
not like it's not a Welsh guy. No.
Okay, 2014. Your favorite?
Sorry,
football.
no, sorry. I was 14, so that would have been 13 years ago. So, what are we talking? 2011 then, let's say.
Okay, 2011. Do you support a club?
No, I did. Okay, I probably supported United at the time, but it wasn't a United player. Just to give you that, just a player I loved watching play football. He's still playing now. I might give it away, and he's just an amazing football player. That's all I'll try. I'll give you 3 guesses because I think you'll get it.
Luka Modric.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I was just thinking because you're a midfielder, so I was just thinking like
small
14-year-old Harry as a midfielder watching Modric and you're definitely going the next day. You're going down the park and you're like taking a touch on the move around someone.
Yeah.
You know, after just watching them do it in the Jampo League. So yeah,
100%. I called him Luca. I gave him away. Like basically, it smelled too bad to be honest, Habe. And my parents were just a bit like, "This is not happening anymore." So yeah, we gave him away to like a zoo basically. So
that's fair enough.
Yeah. Worst ways to get rid of pets, I guess. But cats are goated. I don't care what anyone says. Cats are sick.
I love my cat.
They're so fun.
The only issue with my cat recently is that I let him out and he'll do a shit outside, and for some reason he's like coming back like got a bit of shit on his ass. I'm just like, how are you doing that? What have you done? Like he's definitely had an accident somewhere. So
cats are really clean though. Like they clean themselves.
Yeah.
Self-sufficient or whatever.
Nice.
Yeah, I do like a cat.
Good guy. My dog is a bit of a handful at the minute.
You've got a dog as well, have you?
Yeah, I got a puppy recently. I'll show you a picture of him.
Oh, I've seen it. Of course I have. Sorry, mate. Yeah. I've seen it on Twitter, but it is a cute dog.
He's just like, he's just a bit, I think maybe a bit more than I think a bit off more than I can chew.
What?
Doing my best to make, I'm doing my best to make it work, but it's like, he's got so much energy, and I think he'd be better as a working dog. Yeah. So like part of me, I feel guilty because I just don't think I'm going to give him the life he deserves. So I'm like, I get it. Whilst he's still young, I'm kind of tempted to just find a better home for him because I just don't want to I don't want him to have loads of energy every day. And like I walk him for 2-3 hours a day and it's just not enough still.
Wow. Really?
Yeah. Like he's still just bouncing off the walls when we get back. And it's like, that is the best I can do. Like, the best I can do is walk him for like 3 hours a day. Right. I simply don't have the time to do more of that. Like, I mean, like we're going around massive fields. He's getting like the hunting experience. He's like rabbit holes and stuff. I'm doing everything I possibly can, and I just don't think it's enough for him. So I'm like, I feel guilty about it. But like, I'm hoping that as he gets older, he calms down a bit, and it's like, and you know, but yeah, I'm a little bit like, I don't know. I just feel a bit bad.
Oh, I get that, man. At least you like some people wouldn't even be able to realize that. So as an owner, it's great that you're obviously aware of that, I guess. And I mean, I hope it works out, man. It sounds like I'm talking about like a partner or something here, but I do hope it works out, man. But hey, we've been going an hour and 10. I've stolen more than I can kind of chew of your time.
I've been
it's been fun. I've really enjoyed it. We've kicked off day 1 out of 12 in good fashion. I'll be back tomorrow with some under 23 scouting after the deadline. And then I'll watch along on Saturday, and then obviously more things planned as well. But I'll be doing a few giveaways now at the end of the stream. I'll let Haber go because I don't need Haber around for that. He can go off and enjoy his day off.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go order Nando's.
3-hour walk. Are you?
Yeah, he's already had his walk, mate. Fucking hell, he went
fucking Nando's.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'm a big Nando's boy. Oh, mate, don't even get me started on Nando's.
Where is it? If you were to go on your like Apple Maps, where's the closest Nando's to you? Because they do have it in the US, don't they?
Yeah, I think they have them in I know there's one in DC. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure there's one in DC. Yeah, so you got
how many hours drive for you?
There's 2 in Georgia. There's 4 in Illinois. Oh, wait, no, way more than Illinois. There's like 10 in Illinois. Jesus. Maryland, Texas. I'd argue Georgia would be closest. You know what? Yeah, about 4 hours it would take me.
Is that round trip or is that just there?
No, just
Is it worth
basically
it?
going to Atlanta, effectively.
Hear me out, right? Go there, right? Get yourself bags and bags and bags, or just freeze it and just like heat it up.
True. Man, the things I would do. Okay, what's your order today before you go?
I'm being healthy. I have training later, so I'll probably get 2 butterfly breasts,
Ooh, yeah.
load up on protein, and then I'll probably get either rice and broccoli, or I'll get probably rice and broccoli. But sometimes that's a bit too much. I might just get broccoli by itself, because sometimes the rice is too much. But yeah, I'll get like, I think it'll be like 300 grams of protein or something stupid.
That's a lot
like
of protein.
that. Yeah, it's a lot.
What flavor?
Medium.
Nice. Yeah, I'm a medium boy as well.
Yeah.
I do like Perry Tamer though. Were you a Perry Tamer? No.
No. You know what they brought out actually here? They brought out an orange Fanta flavored one.
What's
it's
that
not
like?
bad.
Is
It doesn't taste like how it sounds. It's not bad. It's just sweet. But yeah, it's like proper orange Fanta branded, like a little collab. It's weird.
Interesting. Yeah, I would try it. I would definitely try it. No, I'm jealous, man. I'm really jealous. I hope you have a good training session later and enjoy your food, mate.
Thank you for having me on.
Appreciate you a lot, mate. And yeah, we'll catch you very, very soon.
Take care, buddy.
Christmas. See you, bud.
Catch you later.
Bye. Well, that was fun. Let me put myself a bit smaller. That was fun. I appreciate everyone watching. We had like 75 of us in there for the longest time. I'm just looking at my notes because I do need to do a couple of giveaways. As promised, we've got quite a few cards to give away every day. I think over 60 odd altogether over the next 12 days, I guess, of these streams. We will be giving away a Predictify membership as well. 1 month, I believe. If you're already an existing Predictify member, it'll just be like an added month on to your plan, I guess. And if you're brand new, then obviously you just get a free month. And if anyone wants any Sorare data, free trials, 72-hour trials, then please do let me know. We can sort that out as well. But yeah, card-wise, I'm just going through my gallery now. Let's see what we got going on. So this is the bank of giveaway cards. So we've had quite a few donations from a lot of my members, which obviously massive thanks to everyone that's donated cards. I've a few in myself as well. I'll add to it over these next few days. Also, there's a couple of rares in there, couple of neon cards, a couple of specials that I've thrown in, and yeah, we'll obviously give them away periodically over the next 12 days, I guess. So that'll be fun. A couple of old rare MLS cards in there. So I'm just got a little notification on my watch. So yeah, we'll give a couple of these away. How many have we got? 64. We'll give away 5 cards today. We'll do 5 individual winners. And the cards that we're going to give away are, we'll give away this Abdel Hamid. I bought him a few months ago and I ended up buying 2 because for maybe like a specialist comp or something. So we'll give him away. So let me write this down. So Abdul, we'll give away Carlos Coronel, goalkeeper. We shall give away Lucas Piton, because I am a big Piton fan. We'll give away this rookie card here, special edition rookie, Zagu, however you pronounce that. And then we'll give away Isakson. I think this one came from Tom. So Tom, if you're still with us, appreciate you a lot, mate. It was either Tom or Sai, maybe. Maybe it was Tom. Yeah, it was Tom. So yeah, we'll give those 5 away. And of course, we'll do the Predictify membership as well. Rookie special is nice. New Year's resolution for Ivan, locking in on Sorare. I like it. Ooh, Tob says he's looking to buy a Gurtner. Jay Blaze, I appreciate it, mate. I appreciate you all. Hey, it was fun. I really enjoyed that, hey, but that was class. Really enjoyed it. Okay, how are we going to do these giveaways? So for the Predictify one, we're going to do I'm going to just, sort of ask you a question in the chat, and it'll be fastest fastest first answer first, that is a bit of a tongue twister, will win the 1 month Predictify membership. I will then probably ask you to DM me on Twitter or Discord. My Discord's just Harry Trades. Add me on there and just let me know. You're going to probably have to let me know your email address, basically. If you already have a Predictify membership, I'll definitely need your email that you use for that. If you're new, I think there might be something else I might need. It probably is just email. Anyway, let me think of a question for the Predictify, then we'll get into the cards. Now, question numero uno. If you've not left a like on the stream as well, lads, what are we doing? Please do give it a like. That would be greatly appreciated. I was gonna, yeah, I'll check the like balance in a minute just to see where we're at. Let's have a look. So, what is the question going to be? Okay, I've got a question. Dean, what's going on, mate? Okay, I've got a question then, lad. For the 1 month Predictify membership, the question is, this is just going to be, so format of the answer is just going to be a flat out number, no decimal points, okay? The question is, how many accurate passes did David Raya make last night in the Champions League? I want number out of 40. So he made X out of 40 passes. How many did he make? And the winner will win a 1 month Predictify membership. Predictify, I appreciate you guys. This is the Predictify logo and whatever. Obviously, yeah, lineup predictions help us out on the deadline show. Really, really do appreciate it. And yeah, you can get all your predictions over there. Right, we've got a lot of answers in. Wow, okay. Let's have a look. Okay, so I've got to go off what I see on my computer first, like as far as the chat goes. And what I'm seeing is, I am seeing the first correct answer was Bob Franklin, I believe. I'm pretty sure Bob Franklin was the first. So big congrats to Bob Franklin. Bob, let me know your stuff. DM me on Twitter or Discord, wherever you want to get hold of me. Let me know your email address, mate. And yeah, we'll get that cracking for you, mate. So let me just write down Bob Franklin. Great job, mate. Well done. Okay, let's go back to Sorare. So the first form of giveaway we're going to do is going to be a Twitter giveaway. Well, I'm going to be able to do it from Twitter. So I want you guys to retweet this tweet for me here. Give this a retweet, and the winner of this is going to win that Abdul Hamid rare card. I'll show you it again. Go over to my Twitter at HarryTradesYT. Give this a retweet, and we'll do a Twitter picker for the Abdul Hamid. One of these. This guy in season plays for Saint Etienne. He's a decent scorer on his day. Not the worst player in the world, not the best. But yeah, go and give this a retweet. There we go. I can see we've already had quite a few go through there. So thank you, lads, for doing so. And yeah, we'll wait a couple of minutes on that one. So this one will be Twitter. Okay. So the second giveaway is going to be Carlos Coronel. And this one is going to be another question in the chat. So let me think of an answer for you. Okay. So I'll give you a minute or so to just get the retweets in on this Twitter post, and then we'll do the Carlos Coronel giveaway, which will be in the chat. So it'll be fastest finger first. Correct answer obviously wins the prize. And I want, as far as format goes, I'm gonna want a name, okay, a second name or last name, surname, whatever you want to call it. I want the second name of this footballer, okay? I don't need his first name, I just need his second name. And the question is, to win a Carlos Coronel limited card, Who got the first assist for Juventus last night against Man City? Who got the first assist last night against Man City for Juventus? Fastest first answer will win. Will win that. Ooh, I think we have a correct answer. So the winner of the Carlos Coronel was Cass or Kaz. Kaz, congratulations! It was Kenan Yildiz. Congratulations, mate. Let me know your Sorare gallery name so I can send over that Coronel to you. But congratulations, you were first in on the Carlos Coronel. I'm going to go over to Twitter Picker. No, I want Twitter Picker. Does Twitter Picker still work? No, it doesn't, does it? What's the website Quinny used for the Twitter thing? Okay. So we'll see who's going to win the Abdul Hamid, okay? Oh, wait there. Well, maybe this will just give us a winner. We have a winner. It is Tobe. Congratulations, Tobe. You are the winner of the Abdul Hamid. So that is going to go to Tobe. Congratulations, mate. Yeah, so the Abdul Hamid will be on his way. And then what else have we got in the chat? Okay, Cass has given us his name. It is Cass. Perfect. Cass, I've got your name. I know Tobe's. Next, we're going to give away, the Piton. Lucas Piton. Lucas Piton. I think you'll be moving pretty soon. This is quite fun. I like doing it that way. Is there any other tweets we could do? Right, nobody's retweeted this, okay? So this is a nice clean one that we could do. Go give this tweet a retweet for the Lucas Piton if you want a chance of winning it. Nobody's retweeted it yet, so it's a clean tweet. Go and give this tweet. 3 brothers all scored this past weekend. Can you name them? Go give that one a retweet for me, lads, and you'll be in with a chance to win the Lucas Piton. And then for the rookie PSG player that we're going to give away, I'll do that just in the chat. So we'll be giving away this Zagu. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but PSG youngster. And we'll think about let me think of a question. Okay, I have a question. Again, I want this player's second name, last name, surname, whatever you call it. And this is going to be for this Zagu card. So, who was the first player to go off injured for AC Milan last night? What is the name of the first player that went off injured for AC Milan last night? According to SofaScore, this is on the 28th minute. Tom, of course you can try and win them. Of course you can. So who was the first player to come out injured in the AC Milan game last night? 28th minute. What is his second name? to come off injured. That came off injured, sorry. Not the player coming on, the player going off. The correct answer is, it is Ruben Loftus-Cheek, according to SofaScore. He came off injured on the 28th minute, and Alvaro Morata came off in the 29th minute. I didn't watch the game, so I don't know who actually stepped off first, but according to SofaScore, Ruben Loftus-Cheek was first. And you're right, Cass, Mark did get it. So Mark Berman, congratulations. You are the winner of this this rookie card. Please do let me know your Sorare gallery name, mate, and we'll get that sent over to you. Do we have the retweets on the 3 players? We do. Okay. So we've got 13 retweets on this. Let's go and see who's going to win Lucas Piton. Oh, wait there. Yeah, there we go. Who's going to win the Lucas Piton? And it is Jura. Jura? Congratulations, Jura. Please do let me know your Sorare gallery name, and we'll get that sent over to you. Congratulations. And who's the last card we're giving away? Isakson, isn't it? Let me catch up with the chat, lads. Sorry. Okay, Marky. Boy 1986. Perfect. Jura, let me know your Sorare gallery name. If you are in here, you should be in here. And I'll get that Piton sent over to you. Okay, for the last one then, Isakson, the last giveaway of today. Let me think of a question. Okay, I've got a question. Again, I want a second name, surname, last name, whatever we're going to call it, for this Gustav Isakson card. Martin Batterina says that's him. Are we sure that's you? Martin Batterina? Let's have a look. Martin will DM. Perfect. Thank you, mate. Just so I know it's you, because sometimes some people do like to, to steal rewards and stuff. But yeah, no, I do believe you. I just want to double check. Okay, back to the Isakson then. Who is the captain of Chelsea today in the Conference League? Who is captain in Chelsea today in the Conference League? We do have a winner, I think. And to me, it looks like Jake Hambleton. Hambleton? Yeah, Hambleton. Jake, congratulations. It is Desassi. You are the winner of this Gustav Isakson. Please do let me know your Sorare gallery name, mate, and we'll get that sent over to you ASAP. Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer's not even in the squad. Sorry. Cole Palmer does not even play in the Europa League, the Conference League, sorry, for Chelsea. But that's fine. Yeah, congratulations. I have the name of everyone that's won the cards, so I'll be sending them over very, very shortly. I just need Jake's. It's Jake. Sorry, it's JHAMB. Perfect, mate. I appreciate that. Right, yeah, like what Ian says, lads, are we even at 50 likes yet? What's going on? Let me check my phone, because I feel like we've been slacking on the likes, and that is just not on, is it? Let me check the likes. Come on, there's over 50, there's over 60 of us here. Can everyone just please click like? Like, it honestly, it does more than you could even imagine. We're at 40 likes. I just liked it myself. Can we please get to over 50 likes? I'm not asking for much, lads, am I? We just gave away 5 cards. Come on. It's the least I deserve, surely to God. And wearing this outfit. Come on. I'm just a chill gingerbread guy. Come on. I'm just a chill gingerbread guy. We're at 43. So we need to sort it out, lads. Come on. I know most of you have accounts. Okay, we're up to 45. We're creeping up. Actually, I'm going to go get my rug cut later. I need a haircut badly. But yeah, I've actually got quite a few, fun guests coming on in the next couple of weeks. Well, in the next, 11 days, let's say. So yeah, I really do hope you continue following the journey and stuff. On what day is it? Let me check. So just looking at the schedule, okay? If you want to follow along for the next 12 days. Sorry. So today obviously was the 12th. Tomorrow we've got under 23 scouting. That's already scheduled. Then we've got 14th. We've got the EPL watch along. So we're just going to be doing some streaming whilst the games happen on Saturday. Then we've got the the Manchester derby, on the 15th on Sunday. And then obviously you can follow along. This members only giveaway on the 19th. Sorare have kindly donated a prize to me that I can give away to one of you guys. I am also going to be giving away. Let me go get it. I'm also giving away this signed Lazovic signed. Signed football jersey. So that will be given away as well to one of the members. Those two will be given away. So the prize from Sorare, I won't reveal it yet. My members already know. By members, I mean my YouTube channel members. If you are interested in joining, it is £1 a week or £4 a month to join. There's over 120 of us strong over there. We've been going nearly a year now, so it's been unbelievable. And yeah, Sorare kindly giving back to us in a little way. Obviously, I'm giving away the jersey there as well, and that giveaway will only be for members, for members only. So we'll go into a members only stream on that Thursday, I think it is, Thursday. And then give away those things. We are at 50 likes, lads, so I do really, really appreciate that. There's 50 watching and 50 likes, which is amazing. But yeah, I will give away all these cards and the Predictify membership after we've stopped being live. But yeah, if there's anyone interested in becoming a member, you won't regret it. I'll just put it that way. Lineup building every week, gallery reviews every month, and the Discord speaks for itself. So fun times. We did get a new member at the start of the stream. I think his name is Norwegian Goalie. Yeah. We've got Norwegian Goalie that became a member. So thank you so much, mate. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, things are looking good. So I'm just catching up with the chat. Dan says he can only see 21 likes. That's weird. No, I think we have broken 50. I think we have broken 50. Ben says, just a Sorare-based question. Do you think Ronald Salah is a good challenger pick? He's now starting. I think he'll be okay, but I don't think he'll be like the best Galatasaray player to own. It's probably Mertens. Realistically, for now, until maybe Osimhen comes back, I think he'll be fine, but I don't think he's like the guy, Looking for food said, Santa will give you more prezzies if you like the stream. You are not wrong. You are not wrong. Somebody's sent us an offer. Don't know whether. Oh, it's Tom again. Tom sending us some more ammunition to give away. A special edition Paul Nebel, which is a fun card. Wow. Look at those decisives. Tom, you're an absolute legend, mate. And Raul Moro, which again is a really fun card to own. It looks like he's injured, but that's fine. He's an absolute smash as well. Is that for Vallecano? Absolute legend, Tom. I'll accept that very, very shortly. But yeah, same again tomorrow. We'll do the under 23 scouting stream, and then we'll give away 5 or so cards and another Predictify membership. Like I said, if there's anyone that wants a 72-hour SD Sorare data trial, let me know on, hit me up on Discord or something, or Twitter. Let me know your email address or whatever. We can get that sorted. And yeah, if you do decide you want an SD Sorare Data membership, code Harry for 10% off. But yeah, lads, it's been an absolute pleasure. Tom, great stream, mate. It's only great, because of you guys. Basically, like, you guys that support the stream and the channel. It's honestly like mind-boggling to me. Yeah, I'm forever grateful of the little community that we're building and continue to build. So yeah, fun first day, but yeah, I'm hoping it's only lads. I do appreciate you all, and yeah, good luck with your lineup building, and I'll see you guys in Discord. Well, I'll see my members in Discord. Nice one, lads.